Hello and welcome back. Right, what did we do this session? We did. Now I was going to do all of the fields, but we only did field. In fact, let's show what we only did. Yeah, we only did. That's grass. We've not forgotten any. At least I don't think we have. No, we haven't. It's grass. It is true. Right, fantastic. Yeah, so we've done those two. And we have, I think they were about the same size, although field 4 and 7 aren't much different. So I think we've got slightly over half left to do. But we've also taken the straw off. We've got over 1 million litres of straw in storage. Not all from this particular harvest, but we have got 1 million litres of straw. We have 44 tonnes of oats, which we have put straight into the mill. And that is... yeah, trundling away nicely, which we've switched on, and we're sending it over to the bakery. So canner is doing well. Oh, now we've switched it on. That's a point. Yeah, that will also distribute to here, the flour as well. So that's going to be useful. Obviously, we did have loads of flour and we sold it, but we did get reimbursed for it. So you can't have it always. Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it. Yeah, how are we doing on the soup? How is that building up? It should be getting... Oh, it is now building up nicely. Pig food's getting up as well. Beet soup, triple soup. It's just beginning with... Yeah, so I've only just switched them all on. So, potato soup is... potato soup's the best of the lot. It's really quite amazing. So we've got about 100 grand, I should say, in total, waiting for that little lot. So, again, I know we're not, worried about the money. We didn't do much ducking and diving. We did sell a couple of things, but it was quite poor. Again, it's the luck of the draw. I say this. Some sessions you can have like loads, and you can make 100,000 off going through until you harvest. Other times it's quite paltry. I don't think we bought anything for ourselves. We didn't see anything at all. It was we bought a header. That's one thing we did buy, but we bought it brand new. And it's a little bit fast. It's one of the Colossus range, and I didn't realise it was a little bit cheaty. Yeah, it literally can go full speed with it, which is quite amazing. But it is, we can no, I don't think we need to. I think we just wander over to the next field. We ought to, yeah, it's true, we ought to prep our fields. Next session we'll grab one of the biggies and we'll send a normal worker just trundling along nicely. Get it all ploughed up, and then we'll de-stone it. I do like it because it sort of does reward you, not only with the stones, but also rewards you with the fact that you don't get weeds grow. So there is quite an advantage to doing it. You've got like your stones that you've got to take out. Of course, it all takes time, but yeah, it really does do very, very well. You can actually make a circle out if you look very closely. At the blades turning on the windmill, you can almost make a circle out of where it goes. Quite amazing. It is actually, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not going to belabour it. That's really all we did. Yeah, a bit of buying and selling. We bought this, sold a little bit of stuff. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame about the Rawley Christie. We did a bit of chainsawing, really, which, yeah, the lumberjack mod sort of does away with the need for this, because obviously you can switch wood chips on and it does the same thing, which is quite an amazing thing. But I've got to be honest, I am very, very old school. I do like this, only we're not getting any wood chips from it. It's sort of, I don't know whether it was supposed to. It normally does, but I don't know. I was thinking about this. I think it's broken, but then I thought, well, hang on a minute. What if Rawley Christie... You've got to pay for the storage. I thought, I don't think I'm right. I was thinking perhaps you have to have the storage model. I thought, no, because you've got a pipe. And it's supposed to pipe that to your... and we did have a trailer on the back of us, so it really should have worked. But it wasn't playing ball. But again, it might not be broken. You'd have to try it with 2 or 3 trailers to really realise that, well, this is always not working. But, yeah, it's... not quite working right. It does work, as in it will chop trees to pieces, but it won't. Well, it didn't give me any wood chips. So yeah, again, I don't know if it is to do with the capacity thing or whether it is what it is. But yeah, I'm sure Rawley Christie will get it fixed if it is broken. Yeah. it's not quite working, or it might be that just part of it's not working, because it does do what it says on the tin. It does definitely yeah, do tree stumps very nicely, which of course is well, it chips as well. It's the only reason why I sort of went off the other one, because obviously we all need to chop trees down. Sometimes they're in the way of the field or things like that. But obviously it was the other one, which I can't remember what it's called now, but it was out first in FS22, but it's destructive. It just destroys the field, the trees. Whereas this obviously gives you, it chips. It's a wood chipper. Now that makes it a bit special. It really does. But yeah, all that remains to be said is I hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Right, once more back on Risoux Forest. Yeah, I'm on this a lot because this is the one that I've got the least episodes of. Beautiful, gorgeous weather. Look at this. April, birds singing, crops growing. Yeah, 1.3 million in the bank. Lots of equipment to our name. Really, really doing very well. I'm very pleased with where we are. Still a bit iffy, that is. Yeah, I thought I'd done a better job than that. It was dark, though, when I looked. That's trouble at night. Right, well, we did check the sales, and I don't believe there was anything particularly good for us. No, it wasn't. So chickens, that's what we need to look at. I think, yeah, let's do the chickens, and let's use the John Deere, because the other John Deere that doesn't get hardly any like action, because it doesn't really suit this map really. But yeah, I think we can like do a little bit of. Let's borrow the little tiny. Yeah, that's. Dragon don't get that much either. Actually, yeah, it's true. Let's get this changed to the little one. I've put the production shed in for testing, and also the production silo production shed. I don't think GH66 would be very pleased if I put the production shed in. No, I've put the production silo and self-sufficiency in for testing tonight. So yeah, this let's just change you and customize. We want the 8 meter. Oh, I didn't realise we'd not bought the extension for it. I know we've got 2 of these. Yeah, I'm not. I must have bought that one as a dedicated. Oh, yeah, let's grab it for now. Yeah, I'm still struggling with my flatbed, but I mean, I've got to be honest. This is from scratch. I was borrowing bits and bobs from other traders, and I thought, come on, you can do this without anyone's help. Just do the model completely. It's a bit basic, but then I would imagine the first mod of any modder that's like absolutely all your own is going to be a bit basic. I can't imagine anyone starting with like the Mona Lisa. I think you've got to work up to it. Yeah, I made every mistake under the yeah, my wheels were not right. I think I'm nearly there now, but I started all over again. I mean, I've done the same with a couple of them, so we need wheat. And we don't want too much. I don't know what tip side we are. What tip side? That's a mod I miss. Tip side indicator. Yeah, seriously. Which back we want? Left. Is left going to be? No, left I think is right for us. Well, it's even struggling with this. I mean, I've got to be honest though, Giants have seriously nerfed like horsepower. It is awful. Wow, did I make that box big enough? Look at the chevrons on that. Beautiful. And big. Definitely. Right, that should keep these happy for a while now. For once you didn't gauge it badly. Oh, we could have gone a little bit more, but that'll keep them busy for a few months. Now, do we need to stick... Oh, have I got a collision there? Oh, I have as well. I've done some sort of collision. Yeah, my building's bigger than it actually is, so I need to sort that out. Right, so, yeah, productions, the cannery with the soup. Eggs, we have no eggs in there. No, we don't. We need to, right, okay, so we need to take some eggs. Well, we've not got a lot, though. Let's let them build up a little. because it is a beautiful thing. Now, do we have all of our carrots, parsnips, potatoes? Do we have any left? I thought we'd got some in storage. I know we had some 75 tons, 73, and 145. Is that actually in this? I think it's actually in there already, isn't it? Carrots 75, parsnips 61, potatoes 145, 57. I think when we're done, I think. But we shall see when it's gone. Then we'll like go onwards. Now, this session, really, we should be able to go straight to harvest because we've only got the chickens to feed. We're a little bit sparse for animals on this one, and it is really late now. There's just no point in like, oh, we're going to do this year, and then I think we'll do one more year, and that's it. I mean, to be honest, this will have had longer than almost any other Let's Play. So we've gotten through the years quite easily because of our lack of animals, really. Oh, I love standing at the edge of the fields and seeing your crops grow. It is absolutely amazing. Right, so the red rock, I love that as well. Yeah, it's not even worth selling any of these, really. It's not. It's a shame, but yeah, the chickens will be still fine. They're not going to suddenly go down. Everything should be busy now. We should be have everything on activated, I believe. Oh, no, we haven't got any of those. Oh, hang on. Why was that not activated? We need eggs, I know that. Parsnips, potato. Why were these switched off? Okay, well that's interesting. No wonder we're not doing anything. Still just sitting there. Right, let's have a look. Did we... I know there's a lot of... got anything in store? No, that's because everything... It was all went bad, didn't it? That's what started our money off, because we sort of had to give ourselves the cash back. Even this is sort of a little bit inactive. I've improved this. I've also decreased this. Now, this is the equivalent to liquid gold, which is why Giants don't allow you to like sell it. I didn't realise that. I didn't realise how much it was, so I've really ramped this down. 120. Oh, I've not put that one. Yeah, the one that I've done for testing is much smaller than that now, because that would make you a fortune, but you couldn't sell it. You'd be a multi-millionaire if you could sell that, which is why, of course, Giants don't allow you to sell it, because they're not silly, and it'd ruin the game. Where the balance would be just totally wrong. So, right, so let's go through till now that we've actually set our factories going. I believe, is it July, I think, for oats, is it? Oats, it is. They're but no, we should be July. Let's go through. I'm trying to think, have I got the Colossus ticked? I should have. Yeah, we've not seen anything like that for a long while. Any harvesters or anything like that, that would suit us down to the ground. There's quite a few in the game, and we've not seen any of them. Oh, beautiful. Oh, eh? Has that suddenly like filled up? Because we had hardly any. Right, okay, this is bizarre. It is. Let's grab the telehandler and let's go and shift some eggs, I think, is in order. Being as the chickens have suddenly woken up and... Oh, let's just switch the zone markers off. Oh, that's a mod I missed, seriously, as well. But I've got to be honest, the mods are really... I mean, there's a lot of new modders, including myself. But I mean, there really are an awful lot of modders that have come out. All the old names are there too, and there's lots of fantastic bits of kit. That Albert kit, that's fantastic. Right, we want eggs. Let's like not. Oh wow, that. So we've still only got space for 4. That surprises me. I think there's a number. I think you have to put a number. So I do. That's my fault. Yeah, I need to like say that you get. Is it? No, I think it is. I think it's like max pallets as well. I'm sure it is. I think I've got to like not only increase, which we've done the increase in, but we haven't like told it to do more pallets. I don't think. I might be talking nonsense. I usually do. Let's just try and nudge those gently. Yeah, it seems to be unloading and loading an awful lot. I don't think we need anything other than to take... Obviously, we've only got 4, so we could literally just grab them, if we're careful, all together and, like, run them straight up. And then we should be able to do our... Oh, that's not... That's only got 2. Might lose some. Oh, it's like... Yeah, it's awful. Everything's sort of nerfed. It's really terrible. Can we squeeze up here? Not exactly here. I really shouldn't be doing this. It's sort of going through the hedge, isn't it, really? It's... I'm a bit of a terror for that, for like going places that you really shouldn't go. Right, we have quite a lot of soups, as we should expect. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? Oh my life, this is torrential rain. Yes, it is. It's you've got to stay. I know what the secret to this is. I do, because I didn't figure it out. That mainly you're supposed to come over these with vehicles. So really, but actually, yeah, let's just use the dragon. Because, yeah, doesn't get much action, does it? So let's have a go. Yeah, if you're supposed to sort of go on the back of your truck, it's a vehicle trigger. It's a vehicle trigger. It was only when I looked at the mod and all of these models and I thought, you wallet, it's a vehicle trigger. Well, I mean, I know I'm in a vehicle. What I mean is it's like for flatbeds and things like that, the trigger's above the ground. Sometimes I can make it work without, but it's a bit... Obviously, you're supposed to do it with this, so let's just do it as it's supposed to. Oh. Nearly. That should just about fit on there, I think. Unless, of course, I've not put storage for eggs. I'm sure I have. I'm sure we've done this before, and it was just... Yeah, so we don't want the straps on. But we do want to be careful. Yeah, you see, that's what it's about. Yeah, it's a bit temperamental. I don't know whether that's just... Yeah, we can see it worked. Yeah, I don't know what's... I've checked the triggers. I've literally been in and out, and they do work. But I don't know why it's a bit... We're surely not filled the storage. Surely not. I'm sure we've got plenty for eggs. Sure we have. Yeah, like 12,000. Well, you're 4 times the amount. So why is that like now deciding it's not liking eggs when we've seen it actually in action? No, I think this is no, it isn't. I've set all the triggers quite. It's a bit temperamental though. It is a little. Right, well, it worked. So that should now be active. Carrots, they're all good. Noodle soup should now be... Hang on a minute, have we not? Oh, I bet we... Flour... Yeah, it was. We got rid of it. Not by our fault, but when we switched everything around, there was a lot of flour missing. Yeah. I don't think there's any in storage either. We did have a shed load when we did get paid for it, but what I mean is we really need the flour. So we'll have some in a month or two. It's, yeah, next month. And the Deutz and that. Well, we're going to do a bit of buying and selling. We may as well buy them all now. I know we don't need the money. But I mean, you're not going to, like, suddenly not... Yeah. And we sold one like you a long time ago. Normally I'd consider that quite a good thing for the Let's Play. But on this map, in quite a few maps, I've got to be honest, the horsepower really, you've sort of got to aim higher than you normally would. It's quite awful. Beautiful Deutz. It is a very nice shape. Obviously, they're really old. We've got under license one of the very older models that we've literally bought under license from Deutz that we're allowed to make it. Which is true to life. You can actually do that with older models. No one's going to let you use their newer ones, but you can, under license, you can do this, and we've actually bought the rights to do that. So let's sell you, yes. Yep. Sell you, yes. And let's grab the last one. We are making I hope, yeah, it's just 28 grand we paid for this. I think I've taken the mod out that does that. I think we're on normal sales now, and on that you do make actual profit. So we should make, yeah, 3 grand. Yeah, so we're making the 10% odd profit. Let's go through till the morning. 8 o'clock. Goodness, the rain has stopped. We did all of our jobs on it. It's going to be a monster harvest. It's going to be a long session. This is. Oh, great demand. Let's sell everything. Let's have a look. Another telehandler. The big, beautiful fence. I think we'll have a bit of fun. I think we're going to buy the fence, and we're going to buy the big bin that's just a monster. But I don't think the telehandler somehow will manage to tug that, really. I think we'll have to grab one of the biggies. It's not got the right attachment for one thing, but is it? Oh, it has actually, but I don't think the game will let it as it. I mean, for towing, we should be able to tow it. We just couldn't do anything else. I just wanted to do this for a laugh, because we all know that it's a bit of a stretch, even for towing this beast. But to be honest, I think it could. I think a lot of things. It's got wheels, so it should really be able to manage it. You know, I mean, it's, yeah. Obviously, we know it can't like do certain things, and like that gentleman's like risking his life, and he does not care about it. You know, like giant bin approaching. So our crops should be ready this morning, I think. Let's have a look, shall we, and see, are we ready to rock and roll? Are they golden? Or I think they should be. Yep, they are already, definitely. Fantastic. So we're ready to rock and roll, and let's just see, when is the weather going to break? It is going to break between 8 and 10. So how are we doing with the chickens? Do they need feeding before we like? Ooh, actually they do. Let's get that done. Yeah, let's get that job done. I think we're going to grab a full load. Oh my life. Yeah, they really are laying terribly well now. Where are you going? Where are you going? Fantastic. Yeah, I've labelled all of my stuff lizard because giant, they don't like. I'm still keeping the BI Industries on for like the Let's Plays, but I'm labelling everything lizard. But it's still got the BI Industries logo on. I'm just labelling it as lizard, which is, of course, all the others do the same. 82 Studios, Phoenix, it's still a lizard. I mean that you have to, if the giants say it can't be, you know, like imaginary brands, what do they call it, fantasy brands that don't exist. Oh, we have got a bit of wheat, I think, there. We must have like made a mistake. Right, so then let's speed time up now. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of like collision there. I need to sort that out, whatever it is. Let's speed time up, and then we should get cracking. Yeah, we ought to check our soups as well. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay then. Yeah, let's just have a quick look at our soups before we crack on. How much are they worth? The soups are green. Oh, and pig food as well. So I think while the harvester's harvesting, we haven't got much triple soup. Have we run out of something? Oh, I bet I didn't switch it on. That's the one that's worth slightly more than the others as well. I didn't activate it. Right. Yeah, we are going to be running out. We can see this. The soups are going down really. Sorry, no, that's these that we got. Look, 125, 55. Oh, we're not going down too badly. Yeah, that's going to last a while before it runs out. So yeah, I think what we're going to do then, we're just going to let it trundle along because it will be worth green again later in the year. So we'll do a big load. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we need the money or anything. Right, let's grab that harvester anyway. That's time is a ticking, and our fields need doing. I'm looking forward to this. So, have we got a normal header? I can't remember. I thought we had a header for a long, long time. Easiest would be to look. I know we've got that header. Right, okay. I don't think we have. It's just the corn one then. Okay then, right. I thought we had. Let's have a look. Oh. Let's have a look at our equipment. I don't think we have. It does ring a bell now. We had a Russell mash, didn't we? And it just wasn't cutting it. I think we said we were going to like Elmer's. Yeah. No, I don't think we have we? Lizard. I thought we had got one. Have we not left it somewhere, like at the old top of the old field? But we'd see it, wouldn't we? Okay, well, we're going to have to lease one. I can't recall seeing one at the shop. I think, yeah, we would have sold it, wouldn't we? And we'd be looking for one, and we've obviously been unfortunate and we've not actually found one. It's a beautiful harvester, this is. I'm really pleased that we've actually got this. I mean, it just wasn't cutting it. It was at the old one, so... yeah, we're going to... How are we going to grab this? Right. Header. We could go fairly big, but we don't go too big, so I'm thinking of, like, grain headers. This can handle anything you throw at it, really. And it is a John Deere. Do we go for the normal biggie? Oh, I didn't realise that. Yeah, wow. I was forgetting about the Colossus. 16 metres. Whoa, and it's got a trailer. Oh, fantastic. Love it. Right, we might actually buy one. Yeah, I just think that's silly not to say, yeah, we're going to go for it. And we're going to colour it, obviously, John Deere green. Definitely. I do love they are fantastic. Right, select. Thresher design. Colour will go. Brilliant. Rim colour. I think that will do. Nope. We see we're waiting for something special. That was what it was. And it's got a header, a trailer as well, a built-in trailer. Oh, fantastic. Right, so, which is in the hedge? We seem destined to desecrate the hedges. Oh, my life. Right, let's get cracking. I think I'm going to go straight into a time lapse. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. think I'm going to split this one. I was going to try and do it all, and I thought, you must be insane. It's like there's so many fields now. So it's true, I'm not going to... We'll do the biggest field and that field, and I think next session we'll do the other 3 fields. So we'll do this draw as well. I'm doing very well. I was also thinking, I think we're going to split... I'm not sure what to do with the straw. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Should be... Oh, I missed a bit. It was a bit of a guess on where we got to. This was sort of a second recording session, but as I was coming in, I was thinking, I really don't think, yeah, it's advisable to like do all of it in one go. There is a lot to do, there really is. So, yeah, that's a no-no. I have put the production silo... Did I say this morning? I may have done. I think I actually did. It vaguely rings a bell. No, I think I may have done. I'm just trying to keep you all abreast of like what is actually happening. Beautiful mod today. I was looking through all the mods, and the one that struck my attention was the Batwing. It's a bit of a jack of all trades, master of many. Yeah, it really is quite special. And the self-sufficiency is the other one I've done. Oh, okay. We can actually, if we're clever, we can actually do this as well. Let's go and see what's happened. I would imagine... Well, it's nearly finished, so... It's done off belt across the field. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I think we'll finish this off. It's a bit of a... It's a beautiful header. I realise it's a bit special. Obviously, to be able to zip across the field at like almost full speed, which I'm used to. But although I've got to be honest, the Colossus was a bit like this on it's a bit fantastic. Now is a little bit special. Travel at the same speed. This is definitely the way to offer stuff at this kind of speed. I think we'll grab the straw. If we're going to shorten this, I want to do everything on this. So it's about 40 odd off the 2. And of course, that is our biggest field. So it really. It's 37, 44 tons odd. We need to go grab that from the top. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. The mod that, yeah, it's true. I think it's... I have been spending a lot of time. My wife was telling me off earlier, saying that all I ever think about is this game. She's not right, but I know what she means. It isn't true, actually. I did when I was younger. I had a bit of a problem with gaming, but I've got to be honest. I deliberately came off the game yesterday and watched the film. I did, and I've got plenty to do on this, but I'm trying to master modding, as in, I don't mean master as in like, but what I'm trying to do is obviously get good at it, and I always find at the beginning of any kind of thing, you've got to immerse yourself in something, and then it sort of becomes a part of you. You've got to master it in the way that it becomes normal. This last mod, which should be, I'm glad it is only a flatbed. It is far more complicated than you ever would believe that it would be. It is actually, I've got to be honest, it's not... with the vehicles, I'm finding a lot more although I suppose, yeah, I've never really done all my placeables are basically silo models, so even those I've not done them from scratch, although I could do a silo from scratch. There are quite a few. It is one of those things, and I may well have a go, but so far I've actually used giant silos, although they are completely different. I mean, different sizes. I've scaled them and done all manner of things, and I have pretty much ripped them to pieces in so much as they are no longer anything like they were originally, but they still are someone else's model to begin with. So yeah, this is coming on a pace. What I'm going to try to do is, I'm going to push through this. I'm going to try to do quite a few episodes of this. and because I'd like to move on to my Pelegne. I mean, obviously JMGaming, I'm trying to support his maps a lot. We've also got the American map that obviously he is in the mod hub now. But yeah, I would like to do my Pelegne. I'm really, of all the Let's Plays I'm doing, Pelegne is the one, and it's completely different from what I have done before. We are not at the farm because we've been there already. I thought if I'm going to do Pelegne again, and it was one of my favourite maps in FS22, I thought if I'm going to do it, I want to do it differently. And at the end of FS22, I did a start from scratch, but it never got aired because we ran out of time, and obviously but I really enjoyed it. So I've sort of based it loosely upon the idea that I had on FS22, and we've run with that, and we've done, we'll stick some of this in the silo. If it weren't this late in the Let's Play, I would swap Rawley Christie's for my production silo, not because I don't like Rawley Christie's, but because I can push it around. Yeah, what I mean is it's not just a silo. That's why I love the production silo. That's why I was determined I was going to do one. And I have. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I've not seen any released yet, but I can. Yeah, I don't seem to quite be able to get onto both at the same time. Should be able to, really. It's as big a, perhaps Rawley's only accepts one thing at a time, one tipper. We are on the right. Oh wow, it's a very far forwards. But yeah, not because I don't like Rawley Christie's at all. It's a cracker. It was the very first of this particular type, and I loved it in FS22. It was just that there were a lot of the trailer park set by Matana. I tended to use that an awful lot when my back was to the wall, which it frequently is on a start from scratch. Yeah, because of your caches. But yeah, don't know where I was going with that. I'm shattered. I've had one of those days at work today where we've literally worked like a trooper. In fact, I was having thoughts. At the end of the day, I worked so hard, I really had. I was like thinking, I'm sure slaves don't work this hard as I've worked today. Literally relentless. Did one job, and then I was given another job, did another. The trouble is with me, I've always been a grafter, always been taught that you should graft. The trouble is, you can get the advantage taken from you, and people, they know you do that, and then they'll expect more, and more, and it can be a bit silly, and that's how I sort of fell off. But you set, also, I was talking to a friend about this earlier, you set precedents on like what you do, and then they expect it. It's true as well, that. I mean, I do like to work hard. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, it is just who I am and the way that I am, because it's a habit. It's my work habit to be like that. But you do get, the more you do, the more people expect, and that's not fair. But that is the way that you will get treated. But I just do it because it's just the way that I am. But obviously it does mean then that people do take advantage somewhat. Right, fantastic. That's close as it. Yeah, I really do love this. It's quite amazing. A fantastic bit of kit. It really is. Yeah, so the Batwing, it's did I ticket as I came in? 40,000. It's not as cheap as Black Sheep Moddings, but it does mulching, it does bush cutting, grass. And the one thing that really surprised me, it's even got a swath mode, which now that's a bit special, really, quite rare. Yeah, I thought if you get in the right place, you should be able to do both. Just have to be a bit far forward. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to having a go at that. It's by something about game ready, or no, that's not right. It's something like that. Game Enjoy. Is it Game Enjoy? Because he has done quite a bit. There's a lot of new modders that have sort of sprung up from nowhere. It's quite amazing. it seems to be everybody's favourite thing, including my own as well. I must admit, it was something I thought of in FS22, but I was too busy with the content. But I thought I really would like to actually do some modding, and I've got to be honest, I have taken it like a duck to it, like a duck to water. I really do thoroughly enjoy it. It's I won't say it's relaxing, because it's anything but relaxing. It's very stressful, and it's also, not only is it stressful, it's sort of you're pulling your hair out sometimes. And Farmer Bob has, I've only watched half of it at dinner time. He's done the video that shows you how to make round decals, because obviously most of my models are round, like all of these silos are round silos, and I had not got a clue. I tell you the truth, it really is true what he said. It's very, very complicated, but it's a lot of trouble to go to make round decals. But once you've done it, they can be adjusted for many, many sort of places. So I thought, well, really, for me, with all my round buildings, it really is going to it's going to be very useful. So it's going to take quite a bit of effort, but I am going to do it. And a massive shout out to Farmer Bob for what he is absolutely stellar. And you know, him and me are a little bit alike in so much as he's not afraid to show the human side of like making mistakes and being human. He does, and I like it. It's because it's true. My ethos is exactly the same. I'm a human being. I make mistakes, and if I like turn the tractor over, I'm not going to stop the cameras or cut it out. I'm going to show it, because it's just, you're a human being. You make mistakes. So I know some of the content creators cut it out. Now then, I think this is also going to do right left hand side for the back. Should be exactly the same, really. No, not quite got it. There we go. Yeah, so we're quite chuffed with what we have achieved. We will have a look at, well, we've done almost 40 tons of oats, I should say, really. In total, we're going to probably do, I would say, double that. The other field at the bottom is also a very large field, really, so it's going to produce quite a bit, I should say. And then there's still obviously the other two. This is only the largest and another big one, so we've still got, I think we've got 3, haven't we? I'm just trying to think. Yeah, no, we have. We've got the 2 that we split, and the actual field 4, I think it is, which was the real field that we saw, I think. Well, I know we had the one at the top as well, but it is the one we started with, one of the first that we actually bought. So yeah, so there's a lot of mods coming on. I have got a telehandler weight, but it's nowhere near ready. It's a bit of it's a bit hilarious, really. It is. It's wobbles all over the place. I'm going to have to put some. I keep calling them force fields, the collisions. It's well, they are really force fields. It is true. If it was in a sci-fi analogy, you'd definitely call them force fields. But they really are sort of like force fields, the way that they actually work. Collisions. It's very much like that, and obviously coming from a sort of Star Wars and Star Trek background, it was the first thing that came to mind as I was going into my modding. I do find that vehicles are completely there's an awful lot more rules to vehicles than there are little tiny knacks that I've been pulling my hair out and thinking I'm missing something here, and it is true. Yeah, you have to start, and your rotation, you have to sort of face a certain direction for certain things. Your other things have to face another direction, and the others the XY has to be 0 on certain things. There's lots and lots of little rules that you have to learn. The trouble is, what you find is sometimes you learn too late, because you should have done that thing at the beginning. So I have ripped my flatbed to pieces lots of times, learnt lots and lots of rules, but of course they will. I'll know them next time. So fantastic. Yeah, if we're going to like split this, we'll get all of this draw off, and we'll have a good look. I can't believe where we are money-wise. Doing very, very well. Fantastic. But yeah, I'm enjoying the modding, even if it is a challenge, and it is certainly a challenge. But I am enjoying it as well. Sometimes if I'm a little bit too tired, like on a Friday and that, where I would normally, I'll just twiddle around with a bit of modding instead of like doing. It is true. I did sort of make a comment as well. If I'm going to make modding part of like my gaming, I may well have to drop down to doing a single session a night. So that would be 7 episodes. But even that's far more than a lot of content creators. So it's not really like that's terrible. It's just that by my normal standards and what's I've got to be honest, a lot of the viewers and subscribers have said I've often done way more than like anybody else ever does, and obviously I don't think everybody could keep up with all of the every single session of what I did, even with the best intention of the world, because people have got lives. So I do understand that. What I'm saying is I don't really think it'll matter if I do drop down to just posting a single episode a night. But I've got to sort of make place for learning the modding as well. Fantastic. I think I can jump out and actually run to this, really. Yeah, definitely. Well, I suppose it says I was afraid to jump into Blender for quite a while. It really is rather an intimidating beast. Which modder was it that actually? Yeah, it was one of the modders. Was it FSG modding, or I think FSG modding makes the modding tool what I've got. It might have been FSG modding though. It's one of the modders that makes maps, and I was sort of intimidated, but then he sort of showed you a few little tricks of like how not to be intimidated by it and how to follow certain simple steps. And I thought, well, he is right, really. You don't have to do, you can't expect to learn Blender overnight. It's just impossible to learn it. You just have to like do what you can. And also I've done the modelling completely wrong, and again it was another interesting breakthrough moment where Farmer Bob was showing you how to, and I thought, oh my life, I've been doing it really. Yeah, I sort of will explain a little bit. When I never thought of doing what Farmer Bob did in the video, which is quite amazing. If you grab a model from an i3D in the game, it's got collisions like a box all the way around it. So if you take that into Blender, you've got to rip this box to pieces. And it was only when Farmer Bob basically sort of showed that, well, if you remove all of the bits and bobs, obviously there's steps you've got to take not to ruin your game files, and him and every other modder, Lambo, they all stress that. They cannot say it often enough that please be careful, don't save anything you do if you're mucking around with the i3Ds in your game file, because you'll ruin the game and you'll need to download the entire game all over again. So it's just not worth it. But yeah, Farmer Bob basically tore most of the bits and bobs out and just left the shape. And I thought, oh my life, because every time I go into Blender I have to rip these boxes off the edge of the and rip nodes, and it takes ages, and I thought, oh, I really wish I'd have known this to begin with, because that is just so much easier than the way that I did it. So again, not only has he sort of, I haven't watched it all yet, I only watched half of it. I went out for a meal with friends, somebody's leaving to at work, so I was there, and obviously I thought, well, I need to catch up on this. I will watch the rest of it tomorrow at work at dinner time. Oh, no, missed it. No, I was going to say I'm not quite in the right place. Yeah, so it taught me so much, really, of like little tiny tricks. There's a lot of little tiny knacks. As I said, it really is a massive learning curve being a modder to do it properly. I mean, when you're just mucking around with XMLs as I was to begin with, as I think everybody starts that way, you've not really got anything. You know really very little, and so obviously you're just tweaking a few settings, making a tractor faster, that type of thing, making capacity more, all of that type of stuff that's anybody could do really. But it's gaining, a lot of it's gaining confidence and also knowledge. The more you muck around with things, the more mistakes you make. I mean, I've ripped so many sort of models. The placeables, I feel I don't mean I know them perfectly, but I know them well. I have really done placeables, so many placeables, changed the models, like lots of different palettes, all of the different kinds of triggers. I don't mean I understand everything, and also I know there's certain, I think that's it. I think we have done it. That is the lot. Let's have a look how well we did. Straw-wise as well, because I'd imagine there's quite a lot. We're doing quite a lot of... it's not the biggest of trailers, I know that, but I thought, well, the two of them aren't too bad. And I did think, actually, the Dragon's not a bad one to a BI. Bigger on the inside. I thought, can you imagine if, like, we're using Time Lord compression technology, we could probably get about 17,000, so almost the same size as the back one. So I think we could probably get 17 odd tons in the front and 17 odd tons in the back, which would make this a 35 tonner. Which that's not a bad sort of thing, really. I think I'm a little bit too... we haven't got... We haven't got any straw in the back. That's probably why you're not getting the tip mark. Do you know, seriously. Right, let's have a look. How well have we done storage-wise? How much straw have we got? Ooh, rather a lot. Over 1 million litres of straw. Some of that might have been... Oh, no, we have... Yeah, of course, we have got that pile of bales. I do think we ought to do something with it. I don't think we should just leave it. We have got self-sufficiency. We can change that from one thing to another. Even if it was just to sell it, we don't want to leave the Let's Play with 1 million litres of straw in the kitty, which we've done nothing with. So red beets are going down. I think this is in storage, because we've got some in the production as well. I think it might be actually where we are now. I think we did put some, yeah, we've got 97 tonnes of parts, and it's 15 tonnes of red beets. Wow. Yeah, so we have got quite a bit, and I'm sure... no, the production silo hasn't got any, so I think some of them is... We know we did, obviously, we had more, but we lost it. Well, we sort of sold it. I'm sure we've got some stuff in here as well. Yes, carrots, 54 tonnes, potatoes, 125 tonnes, and red beets. So we've got plenty. Oh, I'm not sure if this is reading this. Yeah, it is. They're both sharing. That's right. We did say that. Yeah, because we sort of put this down afterwards this time, or the first time, obviously, this was put down afterwards. The second time, it was obviously we had all the models and that we ran into trouble with. Then obviously we did that, and it was then afterwards. So 12 metre spread. That's the only thing that's not. Is it one of those where you can stick things on the back, or is it only... Yes, it's only a standard... Yeah, it is. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, no, you can actually make it into a... Ooh, now that would be useful. If you could stick the arms on it, this would become something quite... yeah, something very, very different. And it doesn't cost you anymore. Fantastic, yeah, that I should be looking for that. We don't really need it ourselves, not this time, but I will be using it on other Let's Plays, I have no doubt. Right, so, yeah, yeah, let's just grab that oats, which we do want to stick straight away. Let's get this done. Oh, no, I don't. I want to enter that said tool. So we've got 2 of our fields done, and we have 3 left to do, but obviously I would say we're halfway, because those 3 fields left are about the same as these 2 fields. That one obviously is our largest field,